Hi everybody, I'm about ready to go to the gym, but I just thought I'd tell everybody that today I had court today and it went well, but I just wanted to have an example for other women because I'm noticing a pattern, and I have to say that I've seen this as a conservator and as a guardian for older people, but also unfortunately with my own father when I was younger, and I'm now seeing it again, and it seems to be a pattern for men that remarry or for older men. And here's the situation it is, and it's just, I'm going to start off with an example. It seems to be that when men separate, or there's a widow, or there's a divorce, or say for example there's a breakup, you meet somebody, and this female, because not all women are like this is general, they will isolate the male, and what they'll do is they will take the ex-wife, the ex-girlfriend, I'll even say the boyfriend because it's modern, so we're going to include all relationships and alternatives and all that, and let's say, this person said this about me, oh my god, this person called me, this person did this about me. And what happens is, when you go to court or you give them the evidence that this didn't happen, they'll somehow manipulate the situation to where they're so brainwashed that they don't see reality in a judge, a lawyer, family, parents, brothers, sisters. Say, dude, can't you see that this person is manipulating you, that they're lying? Well, they don't, because they're so brainwashed. It's embarrassing, and unfortunately that happened today. It was incredibly embarrassing and sad. You could see that this individual was brainwashed, and this is probably the fourth time in my life that I've seen severe emotional manipulation, to the point what they do is they start by isolating them from the ex and saying this person is saying, oh my god, this person treats me like crap, and it's not happening, it's not real. You show them even in court, this is what I do, it's not happening. You can't talk to this person now. And of course the ex will win and say, look dude, I don't want to talk to you for my situation, 5 years, don't talk to me. That's sad, because in reality none of it ever has to happen, because you're like, dude, this is not high school, we're adults, we shouldn't have to be like this. Or in an elderly couple, you'll have a child or something, or a friend or a caregiver, and none of it's real, but next they're not talking, and this is general, for 10 years none of it's real, none of it has to happen. But you have that person that isolates somebody from a significant other. Now after this happens, the pattern that I've seen is, once the ex is isolated, their goal is to isolate them from their friends or their family. So usually it's to control them. And so what usually that I've seen is, once the ex is isolated, they don't want them with their kids, because they want them all to themselves. If I was them, what I've seen is, I don't want you with your kids. I don't want you with your friends. I don't want you with anybody except for me, because this person is so mentally ill that they're control freaks. They only want them with themselves. They only want to go where they want to go. They'll call them on the phone 24 hours a day. Why haven't you talked to me today? Why should they talk to you today? You should be able to go a certain amount of time without talking to somebody. You need to have your own hobbies, your own life. A person needs to have a break if they want to go to the mall for 5 hours, or if you want to go somewhere this is healthy, you need time to yourselves. People like this can't handle that. They have to be the center of attention. They will literally file false restraining orders and lie and go to jail, or damn near go to jail, to be the center of attention, because they're that sick in the head. They're willing to be sued. They are willing to get sick. They will literally try to commit suicide to get your attention. These are people that you want to avoid. And I hate to say this, I'm sorry, but this is mostly women that do this. I have seen this so many times. And like today, I saw another woman do this. And look, it's sad, but it's so frustrating, because I have to call it how it is. I don't see a lot of men doing this, and my case is so similar to a lot of men, and a lot of men have been so supportive for me, and I thank them, because my case is like men. And not a lot of women are like this, but the majority of people who do this are female, and it's just it's heartbreaking to watch. The point of this video is to make awareness about this. If you are in the dating scene, if you are divorced, or if you have a parent who is a widow, oh, you know, or just very sensitive, or in a spot where they're not safe, please be cautious with them and protect them, because they are vulnerable. These people are like sharks, and they will revolve, and they take their time. It takes about 12 months to really encircle them and to brainwash these people, and there's nothing you can do to reach these people. By the time they got to them, there is nothing you can say, there's nothing you can do to convince them that this person is not healthy. They'll move, they'll leave all their family members, they'll do, and then by the time, if they do come around, everybody's gone. They've lost their home, they've lost their kids, they've lost their parents, they've lost their brother or sister. Hell, sometimes they're broke, they have nothing, because half of them just want your money. It doesn't hit them because there's a pattern. Usually these people have an ex-husband, or ex-wife, an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. There's a pattern. Usually there's 2 or 3 marriages that are destroyed because they've done this before. This is a pattern. And usually these people have 2 or 3 restraining orders on other people, men and women, or they constantly call the cops on people because it's not real. It's in their head, because they want to control a situation, because the goal is whenever they get in a relationship with somebody, they have to make the other person look bad, because they need to look like a superstar, because they want the person that they're trying to be with to say, I'm here to take care of you. That person that you were with prior, Satan. That person you're with is crazy. But in reality, they're the nutbag. They're the one that's Satan. You know, if you're going to talk religious, the reality is they're the one that has severe mental illness. And you're just sitting there like, I don't even know you. I've never met you. But in their mind, they think they're your best friend, or they've known you for 20 years and you've never met them. So I just want to make this little video because this is, like I said, the 4th time that I've seen that. And I wish more people would be aware and be more involved with their elderly parents, or just if you have a son or a daughter who's recently divorced, please be more active in their life. If you can just call them, talk to them, and be interested in who they're dating. Have them over for dinner, and just pay attention to who they are, because people are not who they say they are. Just kind of get to know them, and you will know their true personality after about 3 months. It'll start to show, because people can only pretend to be nice after about 3 months, and usually the cracks start to show. So if you start to kind of get to know the person that they're dating, and after about 3 months, if something doesn't seem right, that's usually a sign that that's not who they are. And so I've noticed that these personalities, they try to isolate after about that time, 3 months. Next, they're not calling you as much. Next, they don't want to talk to you. They're hiding things. They're wanting to move. That's not normal. A person that, if they're remarried, they want to get involved with the kids, or they want to meet you. These people don't. Next, they don't want to. They'll stop seeing the kids. When you divorce, I've always said, you divorce for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. Hell, I was the one that filed. And it's funny because everybody thinks that he was. No. I actually filed. I just don't tell everybody. I'm very quiet about that. No, I did because I wanted to. I'm sorry. It's my own personal choice, my own personal reasons. But, and I'll never look back. I love it. Like I said. But the reality is people do their own things for their own reasons. And so, needless to say, I ask all parents, even, I don't care how old their children are, 20 to 30 to 17, gay, straight, whatever, please check your kids and please be involved, because it's heartbreaking to be and see somebody fall into this cycle and to watch somebody be severely emotionally manipulated, men and women. But I have to say, gals, not everybody does this, but those that do this, a majority of them are women, and they're like parasites. And I just feel like for the sons, the women, like I have a son, and for mothers out there that do have sons, if they are divorced, please be careful. There's a lot of pariahs out there, and not all of them are bad, but you're going to notice the patterns, and I saw it today. But anyways, all right, thank you. Bye-bye.